Welcome to the second podcast of the channel. If you guys watched the first video, you guys probably know that I had mic set up, but basically, long story short, I had to my audio and video wouldn't match up because my computer didn't sync up to the version, so I decided for now to not use mics, and if this becomes legit, or more legit, then I'll probably invest in some mics. But as of right now, I don't think I'm gonna use mics. But anyways, my two guests. You wanna introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Hi, I'm Minji.
So we knew each other from high school, but we never until last year we never really we never talked that much. You were close to Minji.
No, we became friends during summer actually.
Yeah.
We haven't been friends for that long, less than a year.
Summer,
yeah.
Senior year.
Yeah, after we graduated, yeah.
Really?
We haven't been friends for that long.
2 months before your graduation, or something.
Yeah, that's when we followed each other on Finsta. But then we weren't.
Damn, that's a
big
step.
But then we weren't close. We got texting close in the summer, because we both went through some.
Oof.
You know?
Let's talk about that later. Wait, when did I get close to you guys? Because I thought it was senior year.
I hated you.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
You did.
Okay, kidding, but
no,
kidding.
for real,
No,
really. In junior high, I remember
yeah.
she always tells me that I put oh, I'm sorry, you hate me in your yearbook.
Oh.
What did I say exactly?
No, okay, so in junior high, we had beef or something. I don't remember what happened, but then he wrote in my yearbook oh, sorry that you hate me. I'm sorry.
Do you remember
and I
why?
hope we can become friends.
I really don't remember why we had
I don't
beef.
know either. I don't know, but yeah.
This is junior high.
Yeah,
we were
so.
12, 13.
Yeah, so.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, first we could talk about your guys' Minji's going to Northeastern, and Sarah's going to Biola right now. But Minji's going next year, so we could talk about Sarah.
Yeah.
Your
experience.
Yeah, your experience, because Biola is a Christian school.
Yes.
So what has been your experience going there?
So, before I went, I thought it would be oh, super Christian, no parties, no one smokes, drinks, vapes, does the nasty. But
you didn't need to add that.
But it's actually I feel the experience at a Christian school is kind of the same as a regular college, except they have it's super emphasized with the Bible and your faith and stuff. My school cares a lot about your faith and how you grow as a Christian, and you would think that actually for me, when I first started going, I thought I would become super close to God or whatever, and I thought I didn't have to take care of my relationship with God. But then I feel that's where a lot of Christians kind of grow apart from God, because yeah, your school cares a lot about it, but that doesn't mean you care about it, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel you still have to put a lot of time and effort into your relationship with God and stuff. But
are there any classes that you specifically need to take?
You have
because
to
you go to Christian.
Yeah, you have to take 30 Bible credits. So
30?
Our school, yeah. So it's kind of mandatory that you graduate with a Bible minor, which is why you have to take 30 credits and
30 credits is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I took
It's
30
a lot.
credits this whole year.
Yeah, it's a lot. So you have to take at least one Bible class every semester. But honestly, it's not that bad. It's pretty easy A.
How do you what does it
learn?
How does it progress?
So last semester I took spiritual formation and biblical interpretation.
Oh, so it's not Bible, but it's
No, it's not Bible. It's so there's OT/NT, which is Old Testament, New Testament,
mm-hmm.
and there's Theology 1, Theology 2, and upper division Bible classes and Apostle and Acts and stuff. So you learn specific things about the Bible. It's not the Bible as a whole, because there's so much.
Yeah.
You can't learn all of that. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you think you got closer to God after those?
In the beginning,
classes?
I definitely did not. In the beginning, it was so hard because I felt I was forced to learn about it.
Mm-hmm.
So in the beginning, it was really, really hard. I think I grew super apart from God actually. My first semester.
Mm-hmm.
How
But then-
ironic.
Yeah, it's super ironic. But second semester, I think I learned how to manage it, and I think a big part of why it felt forced is because so my school has this thing where you have to go to chapel. You have to go to 20 chapel sessions, and if you don't, they fine you $375. Yeah.
How long is chapel?
It's literally an hour. And they only offer certain times. So usually even if I don't have school on Fridays or something, I have to wake up earlier to go to school and go to chapel. Yeah. So it in that sense, for me, it felt like super like forced.
Yeah.
And like, cause my parents, like, cause like my dad's a pastor and stuff, but
Mhm.
they never forced me to do anything with like God. But then I came to this Christian school where
They're
like,
forcing
yeah,
you.
they're like forcing me to do it. So in the beginning, it was really really hard. But then I think after you get kind of used to it.
Wait, so what made you decide to go to a Christian college? Cause were you like, I don't think you were ever like super Christian in high school, were you?
Yeah, I kind of wasn't. Or
Like I know Eugene Hong, he's like super Christian, and I
yeah.
could understand why he goes
Yeah.
to Biola.
yeah.
So what made you like want to go there?
To be completely honest, so right before the day where like you say what college you're going to and stuff, I was like 99% sure I was gonna go to UCR.
Oh really?
But then like I like prayed about it because obviously like I'm not gonna make that kind of like super big life decision without like one talking to my parents and two like praying about it.
Mhm.
So after I prayed about it, I was like, I don't know, I just had this super like gut feeling that I was like I should go to Biola. And like a big part of it was the financial package, because well yeah, it was like similar, like my financial package with UCR and with Biola was super similar.
Mhm.
But I just felt like I was gonna get more like benefit, and like I felt like I would grow more as a person at Biola.
Yeah,
So that's what made me
that's
like
probably
choose that
true.
school, yeah. And I'm really glad I did.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
Cause Riverside's known as like that party school.
Yeah.
Especially
so,
as freshmen.
Yeah.
It's hard to
exactly.
get away from
Yeah,
that.
and yeah. Not that Biola doesn't have like parties and like drugs and stuff, but
Just like
it's just-
just Bible
yeah.
Bible studies.
Yeah,
That's
and
what they do.
it's just more, I think UCR is more exposed in like the partying
Yeah.
aspect. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I would struggle at a Christian college, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not like anti-Christian. Like I'm
yeah.
Christian. Like
Yeah.
I believe in everything, but it's
Yeah.
just it's hard to put that much
It
time.
is. It really is. Yeah.
Like
On top of all your studies.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cause you're studying like 24/7.
Yeah.
So on top of that, having to go to chapel like 30 times,
20.
20 times, like that's
And
That's a
having
lot.
job.
Yeah.
It's insane, honestly. I think people kind of assume Biola is a super easy school, which for some majors it really is. It really is easy. Like some majors, like they don't even have finals or whatever. But
I mean, I feel like
yeah.
since I knew Biola, but I didn't know like what kind of school they were
Yeah.
until you started going. So I just had this
Yeah.
assumption that it was a really hard school because
Oh really?
you're always studying. So I was like, oh, like
Yeah, she doesn't have time for
I literally
And
Yeah.
don't have time.
literally. This is the first time I've seen you guys in like
I know, yeah, it's
months.
crazy. But yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely is hard to balance, but I think well first the professors are super super nice. Like they really
that's
really
good.
care about you, yeah. So like if like your parents are sick or something, they'll like
yeah. I saw your
actually
post.
they'll like actually like pray for you and like reach out and like be like, oh yeah, like come
that's so
yeah, they're like,
That's
oh
so-
like
that's
come to my
sweet,
office
yeah.
hours, like we can talk and stuff, and they're really really understanding. So
Mm-hmm.
it makes it a lot easier to like balance like
Yeah.
religion and like school and stuff.
That's good.
Yeah. It's really nice.
Yeah. So I go to CC, and you guys probably already know that, but Minji here, she's going to Northeastern. So do you want to talk about like what you expect there and like if you're like, excited to go across the country?
So, okay, so I'm really excited to go to the East Coast, but like the fact that I'll be staying there for 4 years and being away from like family and friends, also because my friends are all going to like UCLA, they're staying in California, mainly like UCLA, Berkeley, and yeah.
Dang.
Like literally they're all going there.
It's like casually talking about LA and Berkeley.
LA, no, just
So
LA.
like they all go to like Bruin Day together, and that kind of gives me a little bit of a FOMO. But then also I
Sorry,
realized
wait, what's
FOMO.
Fear of missing out.
Yeah,
is that like a new saying?
no, it's been around.
Oh, okay.
So like I do feel left out sometimes, but it's obviously not their fault. But also I think it's good to meet new friends, especially because if you go to the East Coast, specifically Northeastern, almost everyone's from like Philly, New York, New Jersey
really?
area. Yeah, I'm like
Oh.
one of the few people from California that are going. So I think in that way I'm gonna meet a lot of new people and a lot of international students, which is also nice.
Is
So-
anyone going with you from Sunny?
Yeah. one of my like best friends.
Oh, that's
is going
good.
to
Good,
Northeastern,
yeah, that's really good.
So it's good
So-
to have at least someone to like
Mhm.
hang out with.
And then also, I posted on like the Facebook group,
Mhm.
and like
I
a
remember
little
doing that.
introduction
Yeah, I
about
remember doing
myself, like, "Hi, I'm Minji.
Oh, did
I'm
you?
like California," and then I like gave a list of like my interests and stuff, and surprisingly, like a lot of people reached out.
A
And
lot of
they're-
guys.
Ooh.
No.
Oh.
A lot of
Oh.
girls just like as friends. They're like, "Oh, hi, like we have a lot of the same interests. Like,
That's good.
I'm so excited
That's
to get
good.
close
Yeah.
to you there."
JC doesn't have that.
Really?
No, why would anyone?
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's true.
I don't. I don't talk to anyone from JC. Just like the friends I have from high school.
How do you feel about the weather there?
I'm so scared about the weather there.
Right?
I heard it's pretty
Oh,
bad.
I hate
God.
the cold. I can't do the cold.
I can't handle the cold.
Yeah.
You're gonna struggle there.
Yeah.
East Coast is really cold.
Sorry.
It's okay. But yeah.
But I bought like a bunch of like coats and like
Mhm.
rain boots
Mm.
just to like prepare for the winter.
Mm.
So yeah, hopefully I don't die.
I mean, a lot of people that I talk to that go to East Coast colleges, they say it's really nice there, and like they don't,
Yeah, they like
they
it.
don't not regret going
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I bet because you grew up here.
Yeah.
Like you lived here for so long, like it'll be nice
Yeah.
to get out, even though it's like 4 years.
And I feel like if I go to a UC, it'll be like high school
Yeah.
2.0.
No, yeah, going to school here is
Mm.
for sure. You have to make an effort to get out of your bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also like I think it's good to start new.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Because I've known my friends since like first grade and we all transitioned into high school together.
Mm-hmm.
So like when I like transitioning into college, I thought about so many things. Like I thought about changing my name.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so are you or what?
No, I'm not. I decided not to.
Yay.
I like
Like-
Minji better.
You too.
Yeah.
too.
What was your what were your options?
It's kind of weird.
They're very white names. I
They
remember.
were yeah. They
Someone
were,
commented a really white name.
One of them was like Eden or something, right?
it was
I like
Eden.
that one.
It was
That's
either
an
Eden or Arden. But then okay. So like my friend was like
Kim.
Arden, and I did, and I
No,
just felt so weird.
that
like,
doesn't sound
thinking
right.
about like that will be my name for the next like
That's
6 years of my
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
So I was like, no, like Minji's fine.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
weird.
decided to stick to that.
Wait, so how is your program working? Cause you're doing the farm thing, right?
Yeah. So Northeastern has a 6-year track program where instead of going to grad school after 4 years, you just like start learning about pharmacy like your second year of college.
Oh, that fast.
Yeah.
Dang.
You start learning about all the drugs very early on, and then you don't have to take like yeah, so exciting. And then you don't have to take like the PCAT, which is like
Oh, you don't have to
Yeah,
take
yeah.
PCAT?
Mm-mm.
No way.
that's why it's so nice.
Oh.
that?
It's like
The
a
pharmacy
test,
test.
yeah, pharmacy.
Like you know
test.
how med school you have MCAT,
And
so
then-
for pharmacy it's like PCAT.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You don't have to take that, which is really good. And also, they have a really good co-op program where you intern
yeah.
at like different
Cool.
hospitals.
That's
You
good.
could either do like retail or you could work at like a hospital and see what suits you the
Mm.
best. And you also get paid.
That's gonna open up a lot of job opportunities.
Yeah, that's
too.
why I really like Northeastern.
Yeah.
It's like almost like setting you up for.
Yeah,
the
dude,
future.
that's
really good.
That's really, really good.
And there's like a class where they teach you how to make like a resume, and they also
Wow.
they teach you how to do a good interview. So they'll give you like
Oh.
possible questions and teach you like, oh, this is how you should answer them, and like how to make yourself look different from everyone else.
Dang,
That's
really,
that was
really
one of the
good.
things like, cause I'm writing like a speech about that, and I feel like
Mhm.
colleges or like schools in general don't really prepare you to like.
Really?
You don't think they like? I don't feel like they
Well, I think
prepare
my-
you
Oh, I feel like
To,
most
like-
school does.
be an adult. Like when it comes to like taxes and stuff and like paying for stuff and like
Oh, I
interviewing
guess, yeah.
jobs, like they don't really
True.
prepare you for that, and I
True.
feel like they should.
Oh
Maybe.
yeah, even like credit card stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know
I didn't know how to do
anything
it until like I got a credit
Yeah,
card.
I didn't know how to do that either.
Mhm.
It's really easy. It's just no one ever taught me, so it's
True.
just.
Yeah, people don't really teach you that.
Yeah, but when you graduate, do you think you're gonna stay there or are you gonna come back to California?
Okay, I don't want to live in Boston.
Wow, really?
Boston's a nice place. I've been to
Really?
Boston once. It's really nice. Yeah.
You know what's so funny though? Like, I applied early decision to Northeastern, and I've
Mhm.
never been to the campus. Like, I
Really?
don't know
You
what it
haven't
looks
visited
like.
yet?
No.
No way.
Are you
Yeah.
planning on visiting soon or?
I'm visiting on orientation day.
Which is August.
Yeah, which
Which
is
is like a
August,
month
which is
before
kind
you-
of far.
Dude, honestly,
Yeah, I'm scared. Because even if I don't like it, I don't have a choice. I'm going there for 6 years.
school maps are gonna be your best friend.
What?
School maps, like campus map,
Oh,
because like the campuses are pretty big. It's kind of hard to find your way around.
That's
Even though
true.
like even Biola, like
Dude,
I knew my way around, but I didn't know what the buildings were called.
I
You know what
struggle
mean?
at JC too.
Yeah,
and
right?
JC's not
Yeah,
that big.
no, yeah, it's like kind of like.
Yeah. Hopefully I like it. If not, then oh well.
I mean,
6 years of
yeah,
your life.
only 6 years.
Only 6 years.
Only 6 years.
I mean, I feel like the weather won't be it, but like, if you don't, I'm not saying you won't find friends, but like it's hard to get out of like
Yeah.
that bubble, because
I agree.
you're used to like having the same friends for the
True.
last
Yeah.
12 years, and then you go out and you have to make new ones.
Mhm.
I mean, everyone is gonna be like that though.
Yeah,
So-
that's true. I mean, a lot of them are coming. Like a lot of them are probably local, to be honest. Not like local, but like
Yeah.
a lot of people are gonna know. It's like us going from here to like Berkeley.
Oh,
Like,
true.
there'll be people going to
Yeah,
Berkeley.
that like you know and stuff.
Yeah, and then you'll probably like dorm with them, but then.
Mm.
For her, she's going like halfway across the country, so
I mean, you're gonna be in a program though,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so you'll probably get.
you'll
close
find
to-
people who
yeah,
have the same
exactly.
interests, which is
Yeah, which is like really good because that gives you like an automatic like study group. Like you
Mhm.
can
Yeah.
like study with your friends and stuff.
good. The thing you don't need to stress about really is because like, I feel like even though it's hard to make friends, you will make friends, and the friends you make in college are probably like the ones that'll be friends with. You'll be friends with for your whole life.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I learned that too. Like
Mm-hmm.
even though I'm just in JC, like I know like the friends I'm friends with right now, I'll be friends with them for a long time.
Yeah.
And high school's, you don't really get that feeling because.
Really?
That's true.
I
Well-
feel like I did.
No, like you could be super. Well, you're close with your friends. but
Yeah.
You could be
like,
super
they're my
close with
ride
your
or dies.
friends, but then you'll have that thought in your mind, like in a couple months, like we're not gonna be.
That's
Even
what
in
I
the same
feel
Yeah,
state.
yeah.
to be honest.
Actually, yeah,
Like you're different because like you're really close with Irene. She's like
yeah,
in Illinois,
yeah.
and
No,
then
yeah, they're like my ride or dies.
yeah,
But it's just kind of, I don't know.
sometimes it's hard. But you've been friends with your friends for like your whole life.
Yeah,
So
so
it-
that's
I don't think it's gonna be
definitely
that different.
I think because I never like had to go out of my way to make friends in high school.
That
Mhm.
is super
Yeah.
like
That's true.
So
yeah.
that made me kind of introverted in a sense where I'm not good at like approaching people. Like
Mhm.
I've never like personally went up to someone and be like, "Hey, let's be friends."
I don't think
anyone
I don't think
does
I do that, but I still like. I like making new friends.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you make an effort to like talk to people and be like, oh hey, like let's hang out sometime or something, but
Mhm.
not like like
Yeah, I
you
don't
go
do
up to
that.
a stranger
Personally,
and be
'cause
like,
I'm
"Hey,
really-
let's be friends."
I'm really loud. So in classes, I'm really loud too. So everyone knows who I am. So like,
Everyone
talk to
knows who
people-
I am. Okay.
no, I'm just saying like when they make like groups like or like when you like the teacher like splits you up into groups, like I know everyone. So I'm just saying like I'm gonna stop
Get
talking about it.
okay.
Yeah, but I feel what you feel. It's hard
Yeah,
sometimes.
it is hard. But I mean, like with time, like you'll definitely make a lot of really good friendships.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I think one thing no one told me about is like actually no, what am I saying? Everyone told me. So a lot of people like when I was in high school, I thought too like, oh, you go into college and like you find your group like the first month of school, but you really don't. It takes a while actually to like form a solid group of friends. So I would say like worrying about friends is like really. I mean, like I used to worry too, but it's really not a big deal. Because when
Yeah.
you get there, it's really different. Everyone's super friendly and stuff.
Yeah, I have to make a good impression.
It's
first
different with
impression.
CC though, because I'm close. I'm like here all the time,
Mhm.
so I'm still friends with all my friends from high
Yeah,
school.
yeah, you are.
And like my new college friends too. Like I wasn't close with like JP, Will, all of them,
Mm-hmm.
and like Alan, Eugene,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I got close to them during the summer, probably just because of games. But like after, because they're all in like maybe
Around
like
this
50
area.
minutes from here, so it's the same for me, but. When they go to different colleges, we'll probably still be close because we were friends when we were in college. But I don't know. I can't really relate to you as much because I
Yeah.
haven't left California or even my house. So
Or even my house.
I mean, I haven't left this house.
I mean, I haven't either.
I mean, I won't because I'm trying to go to Fullerton.
Oh yeah.
So I'll still live here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wait, so then are you gonna try to get a job here? Like
Yeah.
a Fullerton district school?
Yeah.
Just become a teacher at Sunny.
Hey, that'll be so fun.
Like Sunny's a really like people don't say it, but Sunny's are like a nice school. Like
It is a nice
it's
school.
because it's in like a well-off community.
Mhm.
Like if you go to like other districts in like LA and stuff, like it's bad. They're like
Yeah.
they like cuss at the teacher and stuff. And I'm not saying I wouldn't teach there because I wanna like I would teach like underprivileged kids if I like needed to.
Mhm.
But this is like more my style, like because I'm more comfortable
Yeah.
around here.
Sunny is a good school.
I think I'm gonna coach a high school team this summer.
Oh,
But
dang.
I don't think it's gonna be Sunny because my coworker told me that because she coaches basketball too, and then she told me like she's not gonna coach this season, so she said that she would recommend me
Oh, dang.
Wait, that's good.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's good.
a coach there. But yeah. Anyways, since we all went to high school and we all live in an Asian community, we could talk about
Yes, we do.
the expectations of Asians in general. So I'll start like personally. I have really chill parents. Like they're really chill about everything, and even though I don't like really like, I used to like really not talk to them that much. Like I was like a bratty teenager, but I realized like how
Brady Brandon.
I realized how like privileged I am because I live here in like this nice neighborhood and I have really
Mhm.
like nice and chill parents.
Mhm.
Even when it came to grades, like as a kid I was like a good student, and then when I came to high school I stopped like caring as much. And obviously they would be mad at first, but like they wouldn't like put this pressure on me, you know? And I feel like I'm really grateful for that. But if you guys want to talk about that?
My parents were super like half and half. Like, okay, well, cause my dad's a pastor, obviously there's that like strict aspect where like they did care about my grades, and like they did like, they were pretty like sometimes they were strict, sometimes they weren't. But I feel like towards my senior year, not even senior year, like middle of my junior year, they got super like
Anal?
pretty no like they got real.
Oh, no?
They were pretty chill actually.
opposite.
Oh, yeah, no, like, my parents never like forced me to study. Oh, they sent me to tutor and stuff, obviously, but that's like the Asian thing here.
that's it.
Everyone goes to tutor for like college counseling for your college apps and like
Mhm.
SAT and stuff, and like
That I
they
hate
told me to
SAT.
go, but well I knew that I needed to go, and like they never really forced me to study. Like my parents were really chill about it actually,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, like hanging out wise too, they were like they never did it, like they never said like they never really grounded me, if that makes sense. Like I was never
Yeah,
grounded
I would
or,
get
like,
grounded,
punished.
but then I don't want to say this, but like, I would get grounded, but then like I would like the next day like they wouldn't even care.
yeah.
Like, they like don't.
They'll forget about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just like them forgetting about it or them like trying to enforce it, but
Mhm.
yeah, they never really did anything about it,
Yeah. I don't
which
know.
I'm thankful for. I'm not
Yeah,
like
that's good.
taking advantage.
That's
I'm not
really
taking
good.
advantage of it. It's
It's
like,
Honestly,
Um,
kind of.
kind
They'll be
of.
like, they'll forget
but
about it next
I'm a
week.
guy, so it's easier for them to like leave me alone at nighttime, especially.
Mhm.
And because my sister, she like, I don't know specifically, but I know that my mom was a little more strict about her times because she's a girl, obviously.
Yeah. I mean,
But-
times, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm a guy, so
Well, I mean, you can't. I mean, with a daughter, you can't not be like strict
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that because you never know like
What
what's
could
gonna
happen.
happen. Yeah.
yeah, I've
It's
always
really
been
surprising though, because usually when people have like super chill parents, they kind of go all out. But you didn't really like party in high school.
I didn't party. at
Yeah,
all.
you didn't party at all, which is
Yeah.
like surprising because your friends do, but you didn't.
That's actually
But
kind
your
of
parents are chill.
That's kind of the opposite of what. Like I feel like when the parents are stricter, that's when kids rebel more.
I think it depends on the person.
Yeah, it does depend on the person.
Yeah, I feel like when I'm an adult, like a parent, I don't want to be that strict a person because I've never had strict parents, and I feel like if I give them more leniency and I act more like a friend in some
Yeah,
aspects,
yeah.
then they'll like respect me enough to not
Yeah.
go out and do those things.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
That's actually really true because I'm super close with both my parents.
yeah,
Like they're like my friends
Mhm.
more than anything.
like I don't
Which is, like,
tell my parents like everything about my life,
Oh,
but
obviously, I mean,
I'm like
you know,
really close with them.
yeah.
But let's get into the juicy.
The
Minji can
juicy-
talk about.
yeah.
Can talk about. I'm not saying like your parents are strict, but like
Uh-huh.
you had stricter guidelines than us.
Yeah.
For
The
me,
T.
it's not really tea, honestly, because
The tea. Wait, where's the tea? And parents, wait, what?
there's no tea.
No T.
No tea.
No
but,
tea, no shade.
Yeah, but honestly, like, in junior high, no, in elementary, I was like the dumbest student ever.
Really?
Like, yeah, I was so stupid. Like,
I can't.
She's
imagine.
valedictorian.
Yeah, I can't imagine
Wait, what?
that. Literally valedictorian.
Valedictorian?
like,
Hello?
my mom would have conferences with the teacher and be like, "Oh, Minji's handwriting is so like bad. Like, she's just rushing all her work. Like, she genuinely doesn't care." But
Wait,
then,
you were dumb, like actually dumb, or like
I think
or
I
like
didn't try.
B's?
no, like C's
Oh really?
or like on my report
Someone
card.
transformed.
I know, for
I'm
real.
Like valedictorian
On
over
like
here.
report cards, it goes from like 1 to 4.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got
forgot
like
about
2s
that.
and 3s.
Really?
Dude, we're like the opposite. I went from
I
4s
had
to like
straight fours.
like C's and
And
stuff.
then I got a 3.3 in
Yeah.
high school.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I was really active. I was more into like playing, and my parents like.
I have
Since
no idea
I'm
who
the
this
first-
Minji is. I have no idea who she is.
I don't talk about this. I think you guys are like the first people I've like,
Dang.
and I'm talking
To the
oh,
internet.
about this. But like, yeah, I was
Dang.
I was not a good student. But then I started. My mom set me up for my first tutor in like 6th grade, and then that's when we were preparing for like high school and stuff like that. It was, and then we did like SAT practice as like 6th graders, and then that was when.
Oh my god.
Yeah, wait, but then my teacher was like, "Oh, high school is so important, and like college is also really important."
That's bull.
And
High school is. Sorry, can I say
No,
something?
Yeah,
yes, it
yeah.
is important.
No,
Okay,
it's important to like to learn things, but like I don't know. I feel like college is way more important than like obviously it's like more important, but like if you don't do that good in high school, I've seen so many people transform from high school to college.
True. But it's like harder because the stuff you learn in high school helps you in college. Or for me, it does. Like when I take, because I'm taking physics,
Yeah.
so the stuff I learned in literally Algebra 2 honors is helping me. Like,
No, but the thing is, like,
carrying me in
I'll
physics.
fail. I would have failed some classes in high school, and I still retain a lot of the information that I learned.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I just like, cause I have like decent memory, so when it like
Okay, scholar.
I'm just saying.
So many friends in college.
I had I forgot it was algebra 2 actually, or what's algebra 2?
I have good memory.
It was Knutson's
My
class.
memory so Algebra 2.
It was algebra
She
2,
did
right?
Algebra 2, yeah.
Yeah, I failed that class, but I remember so much from her class.
You're so proud for failing.
I know.
I failed that class.
I'm not saying I'm proud. I'm just saying that's like the class I failed like in high school. But yeah. Anyways, continue.
That's
Oh.
good though.
I just want to say that.
Yeah.
Your parents really set you up though.
Yeah.
For
So
real,
like
6th
Look at
grade?
this valedictorian.
I started SATs prep in like 10th grade,
What is
Yeah.
10th
Ninth
grade?
grade? Sophomore.
Sophomore? Oh,
you
really?
did it sophomore
Yeah.
year.
I took
Oh,
my
actually, no, I did
I took
too.
my
Really?
junior
Sophomore
year.
summer. Wait, no?
Wait, what?
Yeah,
no,
I took
it's
my
sophomore
junior
summer.
year.
Yeah, me too.
I postponed it.
Oh.
Or I didn't study sophomore year
Oh,
enough.
oh,
So I
oh.
did junior year.
Okay.
I think
Anyways,
I took it
continue,
until
Minji.
senior year.
I forgot what I was talking about.
6th grade. I think.
Oh,
Your
6th
parents,
grade.
yeah.
So that's when I started caring about my
Your
grades.
pillow's crusty. In the corner.
It's my
It's
dog.
like
She
crusted.
always- My
Okay.
dog is on that.
Okay.
You should probably not touch the sides then.
Okay. Okay.
But
so yeah.
anyways, so
Continue
yeah.
again.
Sorry.
So 6th grade was when I started like actually caring about school. And then in high school, like my parents didn't really force me to study, but like I was just like I just really wanted to be buffed. Sorry.
She's wearing a smiley face.
Sorry.
So yeah, I just like I wanted to try to study hard myself. Like
So it wasn't necessarily your parents drilling you. It was
Yeah,
more
but then-
As you wanted
no,
to.
but starting in like sophomore, junior
Crazy.
year, my mom and not mostly my mom, she was like happy that I was trying so hard, so she wanted to motivate me even more. So that's when like sophomore and junior year was like probably my darkest times because I never like went out. Like senior year I went to my first basketball game, which is like or like
Whoa.
I've never
I
been
didn't
to
know that.
yeah.
I remember us talking
Dang.
about that.
Yeah, it was really sad. Like, even if all my friends went to, like, football games, I went home and I would be studying for, like, SATs or like subject tests. Just like I always had the mentality of, oh, I need like straight A's, and because I had that mentality, my mom didn't get greedy, but like she didn't want me to lose that mindset. So if I'll be like, Mom, I'm taking a break, she'll be like, you've only been studying for like 40 minutes, like study more. Or if I'm taking a break and she comes into my room and she'll like, haven't you been like resting for a while, like you should start your studies. So I think I always had like anxiety to always be studying and be stuck in my room. And I didn't really hang out with friends as much.
Wait,
I feel like your friends, like they're all really smart, right?
They are.
Yeah,
in high school, so you have this expectation to keep up with them.
Yeah.
But then when you met us, we were kind of like, our grade especially.
It's not that great.
No, yeah, it's not that
Academics not that great.
it's not that they're not great. It's just like that's not the most important thing to them.
Yeah.
That's the biggest separation from our grade to your grade.
I think our grade cared a lot about like random stuff.
Yeah, I think our grade just cared about like fucking weed and stuff.
You know how you're the oldest, right? And like you were the first experience for your mom.
Yeah.
So how does she treat your sister then?
She's pretty
Like
hard on my
academic-
sister.
oh, really?
Like my sister's she's like way smarter than me. Like
I don't think that's possible.
no, like for real.
Way
like,
smarter.
I think from what I heard from my mom, she's taking the AP Comp Sci test this year.
Is she a freshman?
Wait,
She's in
she's not
7th
even
grade.
Wait, what?
She's in 7th grade. She's taking the AP Comp Sci test.
I didn't even know what an AP class was in 7th grade.
Me neither. Like,
What the heck?
Whoa.
and she's doing like SAT practice
Harvard.
tests.
For real.
Jesus.
Yeah, she's like extremely smart.
It's really bothering me.
Sorry, my case is old and
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
but
crazy.
also
Dang, that is crazy.
about like my friends too. I think they're naturally super smart, and
so
even
jealous of
if
those people.
even if they don't, they study a lot. But I feel like since I'm not born smart, I have to try harder to be on their level.
That's
But-
better for your future though.
Yeah. Because
yeah.
in college you have so much studying.
Yeah.
The habits that you built in high school, it's gonna help you a lot. Because
Yeah.
I
There
did
are
not
some
study
people-
in high school.
There's some people that just don't study that much.
They just get it.
You know Alex Kim?
I was literally gonna
Literally,
say Alex Kim.
he's
Alex
so-
Kim, if you're
I-
watching this,
I
I'm
hate
so jealous
Alex
of you.
when it comes to studying. Because
Like,
he's
just not study.
he's-
Okay, but no,
like, getting
in college he
straight-
studied though.
yeah, but
he
he's still getting
studies.
like high A's, like 96,
But I think
98.
he's working for it.
And
I mean,
high
obviously,
school,
like,
he
he's
literally
smart,
didn't
but
try. And I would try and he wouldn't try. He'd probably get like
He went to my tutor actually.
15%, 20% higher than me. Which is how it
He
works.
went to my tutor because he wanted to build studying habits because
Oh,
he
that's
didn't
good.
study.
Wow.
But he has that work
Yeah,
ethic.
I
He just
respect
didn't
that.
need to try. in
Yeah,
high
exactly,
school.
exactly. So
That's
it's like,
freaking crazy.
damn.
Hate those people.
Just kidding. I love you, Alex.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Alex, you're
I
a
think-
genius.
My grade though is pretty. Sorry, we're making a big mess here.
It's
I'll
okay.
clean it up. But then we have 18 valedictorians this year, which
We're
is
like-
crazy.
You're kidding.
We
You
have
guys
like
had
6.
10. You guys had 10
Set
last
10?
year. Yeah. We have 18, and we'll all be on that
Whoa.
small podium stage, and we'll all have to like share a speech. We'll probably say like one line each.
Yeah.
Dang, 18, dude, that's
Yeah.
crazy. That's 18 without like all the other people in your grade who also did really, really well.
With like, there's
Nice
a lot
observation.
Of,
Like,
yeah.
no, like, you know those people that get like straight A's,
And
but
then,
they
like, 1B?
can't get they can't get
Then-
valedictorian
yeah.
because they didn't take all honors, all APs.
That, yeah.
You need to do
Yeah,
that?
you have to. So that's
gay.
18 people without those other straight A people.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
We had-
Dude, comparing.
We had 10.
Wow, that's crazy. And we didn't do that well with college or a year.
I think that's kind of a result of the colleges, not really us.
Maybe.
Like, I know some really smart people that didn't make, like,
Oh yeah, like
half
yield
decent.
protection though. That
What?
was like
Oh, yield protection.
like when you are quote unquote overqualified for the school and they think you're not gonna actually come, so they reject you.
No,
even
but
if you're like
Cameron,
you know.
he tried really hard.
Oh
he,
yeah,
he was really
did.
smart.
He was.
He didn't make Irvine, which I was surprised by. He didn't even get waitlisted by.
Put that in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he cares.
You're just calling out your friend.
No, he doesn't care. I mean, he's
Okay.
doing really well in JC, so I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think he
yeah.
really cares.
I saw.
And he's gonna get into a good college. Just, I was really surprised
Yeah.
when he didn't make that college.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Before we end it, we could talk about like moving on, I guess.
Pause. How long is this?
35.
30 minutes?
We can talk about 5 minutes.
We could go like 40.
Yeah, but anyways, we're not gonna name names.
Moving
but
on.
We've kind of all
Sarah has
we've
a
all
lot.
we got closer because of like
We all went through breakups
Around
my
the same-
grammar, around the same time. So summer after
Yeah.
high school.
so
Summer
personally.
after
Oh,
high school. Okay.
Well, technically for you, it was after your junior year.
Yeah,
But-
but personally, I never blamed my significant other. I blame myself because that's like the type of person I am. Like I always like try to find the blame in like what I did wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that's not the right way to think, but you also gotta like be realistic and like not just blame yourself because that's gonna weigh you down a lot.
Yeah.
And one thing I want to say is like when you break up with someone or when you get broken up with, you learn like you learn these things that you could have never learned from your significant other. Like I learned a lot from her, but I never
We all know who her is.
yeah, I'm just saying like
If you're watching this.
I never could like there are things that I wouldn't learn if I didn't like if we didn't end things because
Mm-hmm.
I I changed a lot from that experience and I learned a lot like how to like be independent.
I was literally gonna say independent.
Yeah.
You learn a lot of that.
You learn how to be independent
Yeah.
because there's no one that can really help you when you're going through a breakup. Like people
Mhm.
can be there for you, but they can't provide the correct words
Yeah.
because everyone has probably gone through breakups, like most
Mhm.
people, but no one knows how the breakup went with you and no one knows how it affected you.
Mm-hmm.
So no one can really tell you what to do except for yourself. So that's probably like the biggest thing I learned.
Amen.
But you guys
Well said.
you guys have
well
anything to say
said.
about that?
Moving on wise, not like, aside from learning that, like yeah, you learn a lot. But moving on wise, I think it. Actually, I don't know, but for me, like through all of my breakups, okay, I'm not like like I've only had 3 relationships. Anyways, I'm not trying to say I've been through like 5,000 breakups, but
Sarah pulls.
through my 3 breakups, like it was really weird. Like I just woke up one day and I was like, I'm not sad anymore. I moved on.
Yeah.
And like that's just how it is. But I feel like up until that point, like you think it's gonna take forever. And like I think the biggest thing that I learned, like moving on wise, is like time doesn't really heal necessarily. And like that thing people say like, oh, like the time of your relationship doubled is how long it's gonna take for you to move on.
Yeah, that's false.
That's extremely false. Like
Yeah.
that is not true. And like I feel like after a breakup, like you really have to try to be happy, if that makes sense. Like I think people think that happiness comes just like naturally, like you're just happy or whatever.
Mhm.
But I think you have to really try to be happy. Or
Yeah.
for me, I had to. Yeah, you have to try
Really?
to be. Yeah, or I had to try to be happy. Like I had to like kind of
I
force
think I
it in
forced
myself.
myself
Yeah.
to not think about it.
Maybe that's just
Oh.
like girls and guys
Yeah.
are kind of different in that
No,
way.
I understand where you're
Yeah.
coming from.
But yeah, and like, I don't know, I literally just woke up one day and I was like, I'm not sad anymore. And then it was like fine. But also I think it's important to really let yourself like kind of go through the motions. Because for me, like I kind of tried to distract myself with like other people.
No, you have to let yourself process
Yeah,
what
you
happened.
have to really
if you
process
push
it.
it away, it's just gonna
Yeah, it's gonna come like really
build
bite you
up.
in the butt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause I would like go on like dates and stuff, and then I would come home and
Whoa.
feel totally empty. Okay, I'm sorry if like anyone like.
Sarah pulls.
Okay, no, not like that. Like I'm not trying to like
Sarah
but-
does pull.
Yeah.
No, I
It's a
don't.
fact.
But yeah, I just woke up and I was like, hey, I'm not sad anymore. But that
That's
was
good.
after like a bunch of
Mm-hmm.
emotional breakdowns and
Mhm.
stuff. So yeah. What about you?
Anything you want to add?
I don't really have much to say. I don't know, cause like the breakup I went through it twice with the same reason. But then the first time, I think I was like more upset. But the second time, like, I think during the relationship, I felt more insecure about myself, which is
Yeah.
which shouldn't happen. But
Yeah.
for some reason, I was more insecure because like
Mhm.
I always thought that I should be better for that person, which is like the wrong mindset.
Mhm.
But then after the breakup, I feel like I've gained a lot more confidence and I'm a lot more independent.
Definitely.
Yeah,
We
so
both noticed that. That's really, really good though.
and then I'm just like overall I'm more happy, and I don't think no offense, I don't think I learned much from the relationship.
Oh.
Thanks.
If
No name drops,
If
though.
any
Yeah.
of our exes are out there watching this, I'm sorry. We don't
I mean, we're
hate
cool.
you. We're chill. Everyone, all three of you, and for him, for her, we're chill.
Just getting real.
I'm just like, no, I don't want to offend anyone, and like be
Yeah.
like, blah, blah, you know.
Not meant to. I mean, it's just meant to like. I'm not talking about this to like, hate on anyone, but I'm more like even though it's like not that many people watching, like if you haven't gone through a breakup or if you're going through a breakup, like you need to learn to like. You can't just push things away because that's how you end up hurting yourself more.
Definitely, yeah.
You gotta accept the fact that it happened
Yeah.
and then just like evaluate yourself.
Yeah. And like forgive. I mean,
Mhm.
don't forget. I mean, you're not really gonna forget, but like definitely forgive. Like
Mhm.
that, like not just that person, but like yourself too. Because
Yeah.
honestly, I think when you like break up, some people like him, he like kind of blames it on himself.
Mhm.
Like me, I kind of blame on the other person because I get petty. But like I get really, really petty. Like I get really, really petty. But I think it's important to like forgive like yourself and the other person. Because when you get petty, and even when you blame yourself, it kind of really
Bites you
like
in the butt, like.
yeah, and like it kind of makes you like rot inside, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's it though.
Yeah.
I enjoyed having you guys on this week.
Good talk.
Yeah,
Um,
good talk.
Comment
You should
below
come
if guys
back.
want us back.
When you come,
When I
back
come back
from
from
London,
London.
yeah.
I'm going to London
yeah.
next semester.
But we'll
so-
talk soon. But
You're
Thanks,
gonna
guys.
come back with the